Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
What you say to me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Sup, chuckle nuts. We are already getting into it. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltLikeOriginal, all one word. As you can see, probably if you're watching this, it's right there. Or not only you can watch this happen live, you can interact in the chat, change how the show goes. You won't show up on the stream because I don't trust that, period. It only takes one. But also, you can change how the show goes, whatever. You won't show up on stream. But you can watch this happen live, unedited, etc., etc., etc. But then once it's gone, whatever. Also the after show, which just basically this editing and more stream. I gotta keep this kind of tight. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Anywho, once you miss it, if it's gone, off of Twitch, you can go to YouTube, watch it there, or go to Spotify and listen to it on there, or watch it on there. Also on Spotify, you can listen to all the radio shows I used to do back in the day, and that has the music playlist of each episode with, correlating with each episode. I finished that earlier this month, and it was a long project and a very fulfilling project. As it was the 5-year episode, or 5-year anniversary of each episode, and ended with the 5-year anniversary of me graduating college, which is pretty cool. Anywho, I think that's it. I also have, other stuff on YouTube, TikTok. I just put one up on there earlier today. So if you Also, it's pretty much it. I don't use what the other like social. I you know what I gotta really actually get onto is using Instagram. I don't know if I'd use Instagram, but like that. I think Instagram is probably one of them. But I think one I do not want to use is fucking X. I mean Twitter or X. Because I had one. It's just so bullshit. I don't know. I had one way back when. I don't know what happened to it. Because I had one in my senior year of high school, maybe earlier than that. And then I think I either lost or broke my phone, and I just couldn't log back into it. So I just kind of gave up on it. And honestly, I didn't really have much to do on there, or had anyone on there. So it's why even bother? And it is just a cesspool. So it's why not? why care? But I don't know. I know there's Blue Sky, which is kind of a better one, but also it's still kind of in that same vein. I don't know, but I just don't dare to touch that. Yeah, I don't. Just cause it's not really the footprint thing of once you put it on the internet, it's always on there. I have these. I don't care. But I mean I do, but I don't. I'll make mistakes and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be true to with what I want to say. Or if I fuck up or say something like that, I know how to back it up, or get myself out of there, or change my stance on, or opinions on that. Like, I know how to do that. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones though, but like, I don't know. I feel like I gotta put more. I don't know. I've been doing this for how many years, and one thought that's like really crossed my mind is like, I could really, what's the term? Sell out or whatever. But it's like, thinking about it, and I'm getting a little too deep for very early on in the episode, but it's like, it's more kind of like the drive to do it. It's like, say what you want about him, but like Michael Jackson is like one of the best music artists of all time, or one of the best modern music artists of all time, because of how he hustled. Like, he was raised horribly. I mean, he was raised in the music industry and taught how to do stuff and how to perform and how to be in that frame. But even so, the lengths that he took his performance and his acts and stuff like that, I think pushed him to a point where like the next, like, it's still taking years and years and years, and it's going to take probably, several dozen years before even a good chunk of his records are broken. And even some that are like broken today aren't really broken, especially when you give in like the context of like, say, social media and stuff like that. It's just not the same, and like streaming and revenue and stuff like that. It's just not the same, and like how the general like world views you, I would say it's not the same. And I feel like music artists now are not to that, or just like artists in general are not the same as they were back then. I feel like in the like more towards the music industry, it's like kind of like that. Where it's like, you have huge names like here and there, but like they're not as like, you hear them on the radio, you want to keep them on as often. You really don't have that as iconic. Or even so, it's like, oh, I don't like this song, and then you skip it. But like you hear like a Michael Jackson, or like a Prince or a Michael Jackson or something like that, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stick with this. Like that's kind of the difference. You don't really stick around to like, say, not to even diss him, but like you don't stick around to like some of Post Malone stuff. Like I will not, like, if I love Posty, like, both, not only because one, he's a good artist, but two, you already know he's a Magic Head. So I and he deserved, he paid his price to do that, to buy the one of One Ring, and good of him. It belongs in the hand of someone who wants it and who knows what it is and plays the game, rather than some fuck ass scalper who's just gonna do that. And just that story of it is just so cool, because like, when was that one actually? Because that was like, oh man, I can't remember when that was, but that was like early enough, or like, I think, feeling like now there's definitely a lot of scalpers within the Magic stuff, and I don't want to get into Magic stuff right now, but I'm talking about it. But like, it was very early on, and I think a lot of people bought into the Lord of the Rings set just because, one, it's good, two, it's Lord of the Rings, and three, there's a lot of good cards in there that are worth a lot, or were, and there's like different arts and stuff like that are like really expensive. Oh my god, don't even get me started. And one of the more broken cards, or actually two of them, because you have Orcish Bowmasters, the One Ring, and then you have some others here and there that are really, really good. Oh, fucking, I can't remember what it's called. The like the one, or the green prosperous halfling, something like that. Or basically you can tap legendary creatures for mana. It's really good, and it's a 1-drop. or something like that. I can't remember. It's really good. Just trying to think of, but no, it's. I feel like success now, or success is just about the drive. Drive and willingness to do it. I feel like I've lost a bit of that in terms of like music, because I went to school for music, but like, you know, I'm not like, and even where I'm at now, you know, there's only so much, like, I feel like there's only so much you can do, but also at the same time, it's not too late to, I don't want to say too late to pivot, but also like too late to get like to be a what's the term, savant at it, to like not to put like the 10,000 hours in, but like you can, I feel like now is a good time to put the 10,000 hours in, but like, you know, being something like that, to be like, say, like, again, referencing like Michael Jackson, like be something like that, it's next to impossible. It's not gonna happen. But you know, what can you do? Anyways, let's get off of that weird topic. What's been going on? So over the past week, me, my girlfriend, and my family went on a vacation. It is my mom and dad's anniversary week coming up. Whatever, they got married over Memorial Day weekend or whatever, many moons ago, many years ago. And they took like a week, 2 off. So they're like, yeah, you know, we'll come along and join with. That was fun. We went to Chicago, Milwaukee, and then ended up in the Dells, which was pretty fun. On the drive to Milwaukee, there was like two immediate things that were not to Milwaukee, onto Chicago. Two immediate things that we kind of should have known a little earlier, that we could have planned it better. One, if we'd known months ahead that it was going to happen and open like months ago, we could have gone to the Pokemon Fossil Museum, and that would have been, or Fossil Exhibit Museum at the museum or whatever. That would have been so cool, especially like opening weekend, but it was Labor Day weekend. Honestly, being downtown, oh my God, it sucked. I'll get into that for a second, in a quick second, but not right now. But then the other thing, we were driving there, and one of Carl's friends that she's known for years, and I've known her for a couple years, well, since I've been streaming stuff like that. Like, we finally met him, and just like crazy. We've known them for so many years, and it's just like, cool, you know. And obviously, just like the difference was like in person and such like that. But it was good to see him and all that stuff. And I'm also gonna keep him fake, so just to keep their identity and stuff like that. But they had to go they were going on a trip, literally the same day. They had to go to the airport, so we had to basically go as fast as we can to get there in time, just so that way, you know, my girlfriend and them could, like, you know, talk and all that stuff, because this is like their first time meeting in real life, and it's just like, yeah, it's real special for them. But had to make it happen. Yeah, and it was like, we were on the way there and we were just like, oh shit, gas it. But also on the way there, on my car, the mileage reached 88,888. Yeah, 88,000 miles and 888. Yeah, 88,888 miles, and I missed it. And I was kind of miffed, but whatever. Actually, I know that was going from Chicago to Milwaukee, actually, but I kind of missed it. But it still happened, and I do know that. Yeah. And then, so the first day is just basically traveling. And then, second day, we went to the Arts Museum and we saw the Bean, literally right, across like a block away. Went to that. We were in the city for about like 2-3 hours because we also had to get over to Milwaukee for a Brewers game, or the Brewers game, which I'll talk about after that. But the traffic in downtown, I mean, I think the problem is that it was one, Labor Day weekend, two, there was like a road that was like closed off, or two that were closed off or something. I'm not really sure. And three, there was like events going on that day. I think it was like some like Latin country appreciation day. I don't know. Like I could not tell you, or like it felt like maybe like a Chilean appreciation day. I like a celebration day, or I don't really know. I saw a lot of red, white, blue, and a little bit of gold. I don't know. Could I honestly do not know. But it was pretty cool. But like the people driving were just fucking. There was just some fucking dumbasses here and there. Like this one car was trying to get into the turn lane, but still had their whole ass in our lane, and we couldn't move. But there was like space in front of us to get to the intersection. So that like we could have moved, but like realistically we shouldn't have. And so it's just like we're waiting for them to go and we can't move. It sucked so bad. It's just like, really? And of course, you would think it's like someone from out of state. No, it was someone from Illinois. So it's like, we know from, yeah. Oh my God. I was like, wait a minute. Yes. I was like, that's not the right state. No, yeah, it is the right state. Why am I fucking joking? I was thinking of Indiana. No, it's right. It was right. Dear God. I would not want to be caught in Gary, Indiana. Anyway, but like there was some like, it was cool, but it was very interesting to see what the license plates were, like how many license plates there were, because like we saw ones from Florida, Georgia, like I was gonna say Rhode Island, but no, we didn't see one from Rhode Island. You don't really see those, but when you do, it's kind of like Colorado, California. I think I saw New York. I could be wrong. Ohio, Michigan, Alabama. I think I saw Louisiana. I mean, Minnesota, Wisconsin, that's kind of easy, but like, whatever. And while I'm doing this, my fucking plates are like out of date by a month. This whole trip. Thank God it didn't get pulled over. And I've already submitted the thing in the mail, and I'm still fucking waiting on it. I did it at the beginning of the month, and I'm still waiting on my tabs, and I'm kind of mad about it. Like, nothing in the mail today. It's been almost a full calendar month. I am starting to get irritated. And I only had just learned this month because my sister's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this thing at one of the clubs or whatever. You can get your tabs renewed like that. I'm just like, you tell me this now? Now this thing that I've barely known for more than a month that I didn't know that we had in this state is in our state, and you can do it there and get your tabs there, even though it would be more fees and whatever, but you can get your tabs done in a location and have them done. Why didn't you fucking tell me that already? Like, although I don't know if it would add more because they were expired, but I'm still waiting on it. And honestly, if it's not by the end of this, like the end of this week, I don't know. I don't know, man. I am getting really pissed. And it's like, oh, it'll wait like 15 and 19 or so days and it'll start shipping. It's like, are you joking? And I did it online. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I think once the thing that also sucked too was that there were toll highways, like toll booth highways. So you would drive a certain length and then there would be a certain like checkpoint, more or less. You don't have to like stop and pay, but there would be cameras taking picture, like, taking video or whatever of your car, more or less. So that way, it adds onto a tab, and the fees aren't too bad, but like, yeah. But also, it's like I kind of like in the certain instances that we needed them, like, oh my god, it saved so much time. If we didn't do it, like we wouldn't have met my girlfriend's friend, and we wouldn't have been able to get to the hotel for the Milwaukee in time that we needed to, because we would have been waiting in traffic or like taking a long way that would have added like a bunch of extra time on. It would not have been good. But the Milwaukee. So we get to Milwaukee. We're watching the Brewers game. The Brewers against the Dodgers. And you could take a random guess at why. You could take a random guess who won and to what. Why did my computer make a sound? I saw like my desktop audio on the OBS just like went up. What the frick was that? Huh? I wanted to see the reaction. But yeah, so we get to the hotel. We went to the game. It was a good game. Like goddamn. Like early on, so the first inning, the Brewers get like 3 runs. And it's literally the first inning. And we're like, ah shit, this sucks. Cause like we're there for the Dodgers. Let's be honest. You got fucking Ohtani, you got a bunch of you got one of the best teams in the league. Like it's just a pretty stacked roster, well paid roster. They put like, and they know what they're fucking doing. Like first inning, I think they were trying to get a feel for the batting lineup. And then from then on, I think, hell, I don't even think the Brewers scored past that. Maybe like they scored 2 more, if that. Maybe 1 more. I think they might have scored 1 more. Or was it 5? I can't remember. It's 3, 4, or 5. But it was in that number. But yeah. So we go, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get us food. And we had a 2-foot-long nacho with, holy crap, that was a lot of nachos. And it was good. Spendy, obviously, because it's at a sports venue and they upcharge like ass. But that was for $30. For $30 for 2 foot of nachos and the amount of stuff that they put on there, it was not bad. Honestly, like that was like enough for 2 people to be like a meal. Like I would say it's like enough to be like a meal, not like a huge full meal, but like a good meal. But then later on, I'm like, okay, let's get a hot dog and a beer. And so I go and get beers for me and my girlfriend. I come back, and the moment I sit down, one of the ushers is like, "Hey, you can't drink that here." I'm like, "What? You can't have beer in the section." Which we didn't know that this was a non-alcoholic section in Milwaukee at the Brewers game in Wisconsin. The place known to drink beer, alcohol, you would think that maybe, if I'm going to have a section that doesn't have alcohol or drinking in it, maybe don't have beer runners on the sides of both. Like, there were beer runners on both sides of our section. On both sides. I wish I took pictures. Because, like, no offense to this dude, but I kind of wanted to knock his fucking block off by the end of the game. Because, like, are you joking me? And I'll get to the more of the reason why in a second. But it's just like, there are beer runners on the side, and of course, other people in the section got the same thing too. There was another thing, but like, whatever. But it's just like, I got to the point where I was like, I'm ready to knock this guy's block off for that bull crap. Like, beer runners on both sides. And like, are you joking? Are you actually joking? The one section. And it's like, and there's no signage. There's no nothing saying that. Not even on the ticket, it didn't say anything about it. So it's like, well, unless if there was and the person that got the tickets didn't know. They didn't know. But like, even if it said on the tickets, like, it would have been more, it should have been more explicit on it. You know? It's like, there were probably people in the section that were like, hey, let's get some beer or get some alcohol. You're at a baseball game. There's literally a challenge doing, like, drinking 9 beers, eating 9 hot dogs in 9 innings. Like, that's a whole thing. Like, it's one thing if it's at like a different thing or if it's like smoking, but it's another that it's drinking at a team that's named that's whole name is based off of brewing alcohol, beer, alcohol, stuff like that. In the state that's known for doing this. Like, are you joking, man? So I'm like, all right, it's fine. Whatever. I'll go back and watch the game, at the like bar place, which is like right next, like going into the back. There's like right there. So it's like, all right, I'll go drink it there. Go get a hot dog and whatever. That same inning, that's when the Dodgers start scoring and scoring big. So so I'm kind of fuming at this point, but I'm like, over spilled milk, why give a shit? But like, and then of course, like later innings, we saw that same, Usher like be like, do the same shit. Like, no offense to him, and I know they're doing their job and whatever, but it's like, the other guy that I literally walked by did not catch it, and I'm pretty sure anyone else probably would have whatevered. So then why did this one guy be so anal about it? Like, and everyone, it's like, dude, why give a shit about a beer runner that's like right in front of you? Why have him there? Like, I don't know. I was like, if I hear any more smack about it, and even like the other people in the section were just like kind of pissed with this guy. I don't know if it was just me, but it's like, I was about ready to knock his fucking block off. I'm sorry, but like, god damn. But yeah. But yeah, we left during the like at the 8th inning, and because like we knew it was gonna basically be a washout, because like by that point it was like 8 to 3 or like it was like 7-3, and like we knew it was fucking Jover. Because the Dodgers are just kicking their ass, and it was just like, they're not coming back from this. Because by that, when they swapped out pitchers for the Brewers, and it got to, I think it was Will Smith, who by that point in the game had basically gotten just was dog wash. When he was able to get on base, when he was able to hit, I'm like, yep, this game's over. Just based off of that. The pitcher just sold. I'm just like, There it is, right there. You just sold the game. And I knew the exact pitch that happened. It's like, I think it was like 2-2 or 2 and I think it might have been either a loaded one or a loaded or just like 2 strikes. But it was like, I knew it, like the pitch is like, he's going to swing for it and it's going to be good. And sure enough, it was. So I'm like, oh, you sold it. You sold it, man. Oh, man. But yeah, that was a fun game to watch. Yeah. And then we'll talk about more stuff after we get out of the magic zone. The magic zone. So yeah, I've already kind of spoiled what I've had up here. I have 3 packs of Strixhaven, but if you noticed it early in the episode, if you were watching and you had a good eye, I got the Secret Lair deck while I was over when I was gone, and I am surprised that I was able to even get it. I'm going to be honest. I already talked about it. Just like, I'm glad that I have it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to upgrade my Goblin deck that I kind of already have, but also, like, there's just a lot of good art. I really appreciate it. When even, like, here's the thing. When even the artists that made the Secret Lair, made this themselves can't get it, you know something's up. I mean, it is one thing that, like, oh, they want to be with the people and, like, gamble for it. But it's just like, you gotta think to yourself, like, there's something wrong with this system. When you have probably the whole, like, it's one, like, with the Dan, or with the Dan deck, it was very, like, the same thing happened with the Dan deck. But, like, in this situation, it's just another episode of it, and, like, this can't happen anymore. Like, and I've been preaching this for the longest time. What we should be doing is, and I'm going to go full screen for this, honestly, the way that Secret Lair should be handling their products is by doing the day drop. When they know a product is going to sell well, have it out for that day. When it's gone, it's gone. Open it up the week after again. People are limited to one. They can only get one. But once that, like, window, like, let's say a day, maybe 2 at most. But once that window is up, then boom, no one can buy it anymore. But the ones that bought it on that day, that not the initial day, but the one that's like, oh, you can buy one or, like, purchase one or pre-order one, basically, essentially. You are put on the you will be getting one, but it will happen like it had been in the past. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be easily 9, like 6, like 7, 8, 9 months at least. But there will be a note of, like, when to expect it. Because, like honestly, this shit can't happen again. This shit can't happen again. I got fucking lucky both times with this and the Dan deck. But, like, oh my god, I am pissed about it too. I feel extremely lucky. I'm gracious that I have this deck, but, like, I am pissed when all across the board, especially for this one, content creators couldn't get it. That's telling you something. And it is also saying something too. I could go into, I'll talk about what's going on with the union and stuff like that. Like, oh boy, have I, like, the union, when I really hope it's not Wizards of the Coast doing it themselves, but Hasbro doing it. But I think it is Wizard of the Coast through Hasbro. I don't know. I really hope not. But, then again, I don't know. The union busting and hiring a law firm that's known for doing it, or that's good at doing it, I'm just, no. And it's and what the union wants, and it's for Arena. And I'm guessing it's probably going to expand to the whole, like, Magic and whatever, D&D and stuff like that. But it's like the demands aren't bad. No rush. Like, try to limit the crunch, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I'd rather have products come like a thing launch later than they expected. I'd rather have that being a good thing in a good state, whatever, tested, balanced, etc., etc., etc. I'd rather have it in a good state rather than not in a good state. Like, we don't need 7 sets in a year. We don't. Even though, like, I feel like the Hobbit's like a micro set, kind of like the Ninja Turtles, but even then, we don't need those. We really don't need those. We, like, realistically, 4, maybe 5 sets a year is fine. The 4 sets are like, season, and then you have one that's just like Modern Masters or something, like, or Modern Horizons, I should say. Like, that's how you should do it. Or something fun, like an Unhinged. Anyway. Thornfish Striker. Strixhaven Sky Coach. Blazing a Fire Singer. Oh, Comforting Counsel. It's a 1 and a green. Whenever you gain life, put a growth counter on this enchantment. If there are 5 or more growth counters on this enchantment, creatures you control get +3/+3. We got Burst Lightning. And then a foil Pigment Wrangler. And then a foil Paradox Garden. Cool. All right, next one. But no, I'm with, like, it's like no crunch. Like, eliminate the crunch. Better communication. No use of, like, fuck AI. Like, no use in AI, and that's what they were affirming years ago, but now they released a fucking ad with AI in it. And it's like of a fucking card on a table. Like, you couldn't take a picture of a fucking card on a table? I'm sorry. Like, was it that hard to do it? Like, come on. To get a graphic artist or any of that? It's like, are you that fucking lazy? Sky Coach Waypoint. Killian's Confidence. Leech Collector. Ooh, nice. We got Bretta, the Wise. Yes. 2 and a Simic. With Increment. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent was greater than whatever, put a +1/+1 counter. It's just evolve. Just call it evolve. That's what it is. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters on Bretta, add 1 mana of any color. And then X to tap to create a 0/0 blue Fractors Hulk with X +1/+1 counters on it. And then a Deduce. And then a Stifle Scholar. Another Paradox Gardens. That's weird. But yeah, it's like, man, I don't know. Like, I like watching. I like this is all good. Strixhaven is one of the best selling sets. Like, Strixhaven and Lorwyn Eclipse are the best selling sets that they've ever had. Let's, I don't know, focus on this. The cards, the good gameplay, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, like, every once in a while have, like, a crossover, but, like, this is way too much. I don't know. Environmental Scientist, Snooping Page, Tablet of Discovery. We got Informed Ink Right. Whenever you cast an instant with 1 and a white with a human wizard with Vigilance, it's a 2/2. With Repart? Am I stupid? Whenever you cast an instant sorcerer spell that targets a creature, put a +1/+1 counter. Might create a 1/1 white and black Inkling token with flying. We got a Rizla Mage Tower Captain with a Boros for the cost. Legendary creature, Jin Sorcerer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 3 untapped creatures you control. If you do, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for it. It's kind of bad. Ooh, stock up! That's a good one. Hell yeah. And then a foil essence scatter. That's not bad of an art. Essence scatter. I feel like there's better arts of it, but that's not bad. And then island for the land. So yeah. I feel like I took that one a little too long, but like honestly, I kind of needed to. Cause like, goddamn. Fuck corpos, man. I don't know. But also like, I'll leave it at this. Wizards of the Coast loves, like, they do like the people and the products, but like the corpo head honcho stuff like that do not give a shit. And it's Hasbro that's been ruining the game for years and years and years. I really think that the only reason that WotC kind of had to, had to union bust, and I think it's a bit on them that they kind of want to do it, but I feel like it's more of a Hasbro decision that they want to have a union buster in. It's like, dude, they're not even asking for like, I mean, they're asking for wages. Like, honestly, that's whatever. I mean, actually, are they really asking for wages? I don't really think that's not really a notable thing in there. They're more just asking for protection from AI and stuff like that, or like better communication. And hey, can we come to the office to work? Or can we not, have to come to the office, because we got remote jobs because you told us that we could do remote jobs in that sense? It's like, yeah, it's going to suck in the communication, but like, hey, it's kind of how it works in this modern age. You got people that live on opposite sides of the country. They're not just going to relocate to fucking Washington State. Like, sorry, no offense to Washington State, but like, who the fuck would want to do that? No offense. Oh, yeah, let's relocate to Seattle. Yeah, with how prices are, no offense. I just heard, no, I've heard a lot of bad things about like prices are just shit up there. I don't know. But I could be wrong. But yeah. Anyways, going back to like the trip and stuff like that. So we after the Brewers game, we went to, I think it was like a custard place. It was called Cups. Kopp or Koop or Kop. Yeah, Kopp. So good. It was so good. Even at like 10 o'clock at like 9-10 o'clock at night. Oh man, it was so good. I got like mint chocolate chip. I feel like if I would have gotten like a vanilla, that would have been a little bit better, but like, man, something about it. But it was really good. It was really, 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 really good. And then the next day we visited my cousin and his family. And then right after we got lunch, we traveled to, me and my girlfriend traveled all the way to the Dells, which, how long, that was about like a 2-hour drive, I want to say. Got into our hotel, which just like kind of took I think we kind of really just like, again, like we were driving for a long time. We're just like, man, I think we took a little bit of a nap. And then we got like, actually, we just kind of relaxed for a little bit. And then we went and where did we get dinner? We went dinner at Moose Jaw. Like, if you go to the Dells, I feel like one of the places that you have to go is Moose Jaw because they have good pizza, just good food and good atmosphere. And I feel like, I don't know when they did it, but I feel like recently they've had to have renovated something. I know because they had outside dining, which I know they didn't have like the last time I visited, which was granted a while ago, but I feel like they did a lot more renovation than what is led to believe. But like, man, they got good stuff. They have good food, good like craft sodas and beer and stuff like that. That's just it's a unique experience. Is it this? It's not like every day you go to it, but it's you gotta go. it's not like going to be like a 10 out of 10 sort of thing, but it's something that you need to do if you go to the Dells. Just because it's good food. It's not like super hokey. The prices are reasonable, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. And then after that, we went to the movie theater that's like attached to the Kalahari, and we saw Obsession. Wow. That is a movie. Men will do anything except seek help, to ask for help, seek therapy, and talk to a woman. Men will do anything. And not even like minor, like, it's very early on, so it's like it's kind of minor spoiler things, but not really even a spoiler. It's, before the wish. It's like, I totally understand what Bear is going through, or Bear is going through for like the first 20 minutes. Like, actually, no, 10, 15, before but like just before he makes the wish. It's just like understandable, but it's like, man, take your friend's advice. And it's just like, just do that. Like, take your friend's advice and wait it out. And I think the hardest part, especially if like you like someone like that, but you don't tell them, it's like, I've been there twice, brother. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks to be there. 'Cause like, you want to say it, but you're like too chicken shit. But like, you have to do it. The time is coming, but you just don't know the moment to do it. But like, the whole point of the movie is like, he probably should have waited. If he was to do it, he should have done it before, And I feel like the end of the day, with something like that, you just gotta hit the fuck it button, You gotta hit that button, that little button in your brain that just says, fuck it. And sometimes,
that was easy.
It's just like that. Because, like, once you do it, oof. Either you got it or you don't. And I feel like theory crafting, I don't really know, but like, that could have been a good response. Could have been a bad one. But either way, hey, you got it done. And especially like, it's not even a spoiler thing. Like, Nikki, who's, the girl in the movie, or the love interest in the movie, she put in her 2 weeks. Like, hey, man, if now, like, that was a good time. Not to be mean or weird, but like, if she says no, she's fucking gone. She's fucking gone. You never have to see her again. But if you say yes, it's an experience. It can be something. And also, you're not doing the same thing. Like, working at the same place with my ex, it's like, it was fun, but also it's like, well, I don't know. It's very weird. And not to say that I wouldn't do it again, work in the same place as someone I'm in a relationship with, but like, or even family with, but it's like, I just kind of don't want to for a while. I don't know. I just have a lot of experience. Like, it's good for scheduling, incredible for scheduling and like figuring out stuff and like working together and communicating and stuff like that. But just like, in the workplace, then I feel like it kind of dulls a little bit because like, you're not as focused onto the duty, but you're also focused on the duty. Yeah, I don't know. You can be hyper focused on what you need to do, but also other times you're not. I don't really know. But yeah, good movie, very good movie. I won't go into huge spoilers about it because like that's like even something for the after show. But even though I don't really want to get into it, but if you, especially like goddamn, the director's younger than me. It's like it goes back to that conversation at the beginning. It's like when that drive and when is your time and like finding the art and finding the way to do it. Like man, this project, that movie for the budget that it had and the stuff like that, it is so worth it and it deserves the success that it is. It's kind of just like with Markiplier when he made Iron Lung. Like he put his heart and soul and passion into it, made a cost-effective movie that's good. It tells a unique story, but it tells a unique story and it's something different. And big Hollywood, I don't want to get like weird conspiracy, but like big Hollywood hates that when you have a small budget movie, something like that, is making vuku bucks off of like an idea that they passed on or whatever. They hate that. But yeah, that's sometimes when you lose it, it's a bit of the gamble. But it was a very good movie. And like you can see you can tell the chemistry and the acting and the facial expressions were just like so on point for like a horror movie. Like the acting and the cinematography and I don't know, it was just so on point. I don't know what about it. It was just like there were like Nikki does like a monologue, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this is good. Like you can't see her like exact facial expression, but you can see it, and it's so good. Like, chef's kiss, real good movie. If you can go see, okay, in the theater too. It was like a stadium seating too. So like I have not seen in one of these fucking things since Thor: Love and Thunder, and Thor: Love and Thunder in the theater that I saw it in fucking sucked. There was like a ringing all the time, and I was just so annoyed with that movie. I'm just like, ugh. But, excuse me. It was such a good movie, a good experience. But when we were watching it, or right before, like we got in before the movie started, and there were like a whole family of people, like a whole family came in, like kids, like definitely not of age that should be watching this movie, like 4, maybe like 8, 12, something like that. It's like we looked at each other and we're like, are they in the right movie? Are they in the right one? So, like I had to go and double check to make sure we were in the right auditorium. We were. And we're just like, you know what? If it is the right one, we'll let it happen. We'll let it slide. We want to see the chaos. They were fine. I think there was only like one point where like a baby kind of started crying, but they didn't. Oh my God, there's a huge ant on the wall. Holy shit. And it's gone. Fuck did it go? Hold on. It just disappeared. Oh my God, what the hell? And I lost that ant. Fuck, that's probably a big one that I kind of need to get rid of. Fuck, I'm paranoid about it. Like, I'm fine with bugs and stuff like that, but that was a huge fucking ant. Oh my God, what the hell? I'm gonna... God damn it. I'm actually pissed about it. And my Wi-Fi is starting to go down. Ah, damn it. Anyways, I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see if I can find it. Anyhow, yeah, there's just like they're fine. There's like one point where like someone's like phone did like a ringtone, like the do like the Samsung ringtone, and like the whole theater just like giggled because it was just so awkward and funny. Even the scene, found it. All that and like. You, bro. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. I got it. Though, oh man, that would have that was a huge fucking ant. Like, if you probably slow down the footage, you might have been able to see it. It was big. And like, anyway. So yeah, that, and then the next day we went to Noah's Ark and Mount Olympus. This one might be a little long for an episode, I'm gonna be honest. So, next day we went to both of the major parks. I mean, we didn't go to Wilderness because it's expensive, but like the major parks on the strip. Went to both Noah's Ark and Mount Olympus. We started the day off with Noah's Ark because we got a bit with our hotels and whatever. Obviously got to pay parking. I think they had stuff closed off because I think it was like Labor Day weekend and they were doing like more or less a test run, which I can find that's all right. But they had some rides closed, like Black Anaconda and stuff like that. We weren't gonna go down there anyway. Go down that one anyway. There was like a couple that were just like, we're not gonna go down that one. Like Time Warp, like that one's all right, but it's like, it's just a literal, it's a bowl, and you have a dinosaur head in the middle. Like I don't. It's like I remember going down it once. I'm just like, yeah, that's enough. The mystery and appeal of it just like kind of random. Just like, yeah, it's a bit scary, but it's also just like, it's a fucking dinosaur head. It's like, huh? I remember like when it first like opened, like just like, ooh, the mystique and the horror and the whatever of it. It's like, oh, you got to go see this. Yeah, it's really nothing. But another one that I went on, or that wasn't open, but like I went on before, Scorpion's Tail, which is like 180 drop and you go into a loop. Just like straight drop and then you go into a loop. That it's fun, but holy shit, does it hurt. Like, I could probably do it now, but like I think my lower back would just like fucking die. Like I would be crippled with how bad my lower back would have been. Cause like, oh my god, it's not nice at all. But it's fun. It's like incredibly fun and incredibly like sketchy. If you don't sit in the right way, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make the loop. Like they have a specific area in the thing in case you don't. And yeah, you don't want to be caught in that. It's very bad. Very weird situation if that happens. Another one. What? And then we went to Mount. And then the water was kind of cold there, but it started to warm up. Like once we were like about to leave, it was like getting to like good pool stuff. Like one of the rides was like Chameleon, which is like one of their new ones, I think. And it felt like we went into a hot tub. It was warm, like legitimately warm. It was good. And then we go over to Mount Olympus, mainly due to the go-karts, because she didn't want to do the roller coaster because she didn't really like them. But then we tried to do some of the pool stuff. We went to Poseidon's Rage because that's the big wave pool and whatever, big water attraction. And holy shit, the water was freezing. At 4:00 in the afternoon, it was freezing. Like how? And it was an 80-degree day. Like it should not be that like ice cold. It should not be that cold. It was so just like, no, I couldn't. But yeah, it's whatever. So we just did a lot of stuff in that, and then we got dinner. We got lunch at Mac's because you gotta. It's like obviously mac and cheese. And got dinner at Monk's, which is fun. And then on Tuesday we went shopping. Met up with Parents at Pizza Ranch again, first time in a long time. And it was nice. And went shopping again, and then we drove back here. It was a good fun experience and good vacation, good time to get away. I got some shoes and stuff like that. Might show some of the stuff that I got maybe in the after show. But yeah, This is a fun episode. You have been listening to Midnight Ramen with Michael. Hope you all had a good one. I feel like I have. I went on to quite a bit, and or talked about quite a bit of things. What? So you can watch this live on Twitch, Melted Original. Where not only you can interact in the chat, you can change how the show goes by talking in chat. You won't show up on the stream because I do not trust that. But do know that I am reading it. I am reading. And, yeah. You can also watch the after show. This is live unedited and stuff like that, so I trim it down a little bit, but not really. But once this is gone, after the 2 weeks is gone, after show, once that's gone, it's gone. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't really think there is with that. Oh, you can watch all the episodes on YouTube. All 188 now with this one on there. Hey, 8. Just like all the 8s, like with the driving thing. Call back to very early on. And all episodes are on there, starting episode 100 on Spotify. I have the radio show also on Spotify, which is done. So if you want to listen to any and all of those, go do that. It was a fun project to work on and watch how the show changes and evolves, not only like in the episode, but how I, even how I edit it as it evolves and changes like that. Trying to think what else. Again, my YouTube, I have this, Twitch, TikTok. Posted a good one on there not too long ago today. Kind of related to what I was talking about today. So, yeah. Thank you to Greens for the use of the theme song, The Call. Or then it used to it off of the album, The Call. I don't really know when the next show is off the bat, but what sucks about it is I probably won't be able to go to it, depending. I don't really know. It depends on when their next show is. I can't remember. They did one last Friday, and it sucks that I missed it because I think it was at not the Armory. It was Amsterdam, and John got hit in the head by Darian's bass cabinet or bass, something about his bass thing. He got hit in the head, and it left a real mark on him. Like, whoo boy. Hope my boy John's doing all right, but I don't think it was intentional, but it's just like it was like a real mark on him. It's like, god damn. Anyway, thanks guys for the use of the song, and putting the music beforehand, because I love using their stuff, and I love listening to their stuff. I was mowing the lawn today, and I was listening to their stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Thank you guys for listening, watching, doing all that other stuff. But as I look at the time right now, it appears that it isn't midnight here anymore. But it is midnight here somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.
Yeah, well, just when I needed you, I see from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go, when I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.